Hey everybody, it's Benji, better known as Moiciara, and today's video is going to be, y'all already know, another review on Put a Ring on It. So we're doing a double one. So this video probably gonna be a little long. So we're gonna get all into the juicy details of episodes 5 and 6, I believe. Let me make sure, y'all. I got my phone because we got notes today. We got notes. We're being very professional. We got notes today. Okay, hold on. Y'all, these episodes were, episodes 5 and 6. These episodes were a lot. A lot. Okay, so, of course, Alexia, let's get right into the nitty gritty. So, y'all already know Alexia is fed up. She's like above water, fed up with Darian, and they've been together. I got details this time, y'all. 14 years. 14 years. And how can I say this? I can't say this enough. Like, we can all just kind of like critique her and be like, oh, how could she have stayed with him this long? But we've all stayed in relationships that have been past due. We have all stayed in relationships that are past due. I want to jump up and down. I want to preach. I want to scream and shout. But we're on a time limit, so we won't be doing that in this video. But nonetheless, so but 14 years, it is a bit long. Not with an engagement. Or maybe there was engagement. Maybe I missed that. I'm not sure. But it should definitely be a marriage at this point. Some talks of marriage. Put a Ring on this show is so beyond the years of their relationship. Like, they should be on a whole nother wavelength. Like, it's no way they should be trying to figure out, by the end of this journey, should they want to put a ring on it. Like, they should be past that. So, I'm trying to figure out, because I was supposed to do this review last week, y'all, but it was so hot and I just wasn't feeling well. So now the weather's kind of like a little more relaxed, so I can like kind of like, beat the face, get it together, and film it. So if I recall, because like I said, I got my notes here. They had went on their last dates, right? Boom. So Alexia went on a date with Monty, honey. Monty's looking yum. And I thought I'm going to probably mix, like, cross-reference episodes. So if y'all ain't seen this episode, go watch them episodes and then come back to my review so we can talk as a family, as a community about the show. So, she went on a date with Monty. He was a really nice guy. Like, he seemed like he was a guy who wanted to cater to, her, meaning like he wanted to kind of like soak up the ambiance of what she was doing, how things were going, so they could kind of like get into this whole, seeing where the possibilities of relationship could go. And when my girl said, Alexia, he was like, so let's talk about, the guy you with. Like, she was like, I don't want to talk about him. And when she said that, I was like, I know that's right, sis. Shut it down. Shut it down. And I was so happy because I'm like, I think she was so wrapped up and lost in everything that was going on with Kai and Darian. We're going to get to that. I wanted to hold off on this review only for another week because this episode, this week in, is going to be the one. But nonetheless, child. Okay, anyway, bringing them back. So, they was on the date. They played like a little basketball game. Real cute. Real smooth and stuff like that. And stuff like that. It was really cute. So they did that. She really felt open. Like she was able to have a chance to kind of like let her guard down a little bit. And stuff like that. Really nice. Really cute. Darian, I think he went on another date with Kai. Y'all already knew he went on another date with Kai. Because y'all don't watch my other reviews. So y'all already knew he went on another date with Kai. So, and she was like, oh, what's going on? Why you acting so dry? This, that, and the third or whatever. So he was like, oh, I'm not really acting dry. Boo, boo, boom, yeah. All that. I'm going to skate past that. Anyway. So, Eric, he went on Did he go on a date? No, I don't think he... Did he go on a date, y'all? Put in the comments that he go on a date. I'm not sure if he went or not. But I know Jessica went on another date with the body guy, you know, who looks really scrumptious. I know she went on another date with him. And then she was like, you know, no, my bad, no, wrong. That was the other episode. She went on a new date with the other guy who, I'm like, okay, I don't know if it's just like a thing where men feel like they have to wear those big old, you know, fedora hats. Like, that's not everybody's look. Everybody don't need to wear those hats. He didn't need a hat. It was taken away from his look because he was very handsome in the follow-up episode. But with that hat on, I was like, I didn't know where it was going. But anyway, so she went on a date with him. You know, they had a little cocktail. It was kind of like grooving. He was talking about how, what I didn't know, right, that Jessica has 2 girls. I didn't know that. She has 2 girls, and I think he said he had 2 girls too. And, you know, he was like, they're his world. You know, y'all know the whole parent shebang. You know, he was giving that. And I really seen like a real connection with them. I liked it that for Jessica. I'm trying to think, y'all, did ever go on a date or not? I cannot think for nothing did he go on a date. But anyway, Sean, he went on another date with Brittany. And, you know, she was just pretty much like, you know, do what you gotta do, you know, because he was talking about how he, you know, how he liked the vibe they have going on. But Dr. Nicole got into him, and I wanna, y'all don't know how much I love Dr. Nicole. And she's like an OG, triple G, like she's not new to this. She just didn't get no new little contract deal with the production company and decided that she wanted to be a counselor, relationship therapist, all that woo woo woo. Like, she knows how to stick it to him. And I don't mean it like in a bad way, but it's like to test the mind in a way that can be productive and conducive and, you know, helpful for the relationship. Because I'm serious, y'all. Like, a lot of times, this is what I was talking about with Ready to Love, is the fact that I feel like Uncle Tommy doesn't, like, take it to that place where he's really like dissecting these people to really know the intentions, if they really want to be in a relationship or they just want to be on a TV show and they looking for love. Everybody's looking for love. We're all looking for love, you know. So I feel like Dr. Nicole understands the assignment. She gets the assignment and she gonna give you the assignment. So it's up to you if you're gonna pass it or not. So anyway, she asked Sean, she was like, you know, he was talking about how he didn't want to go on another date with Brittany because he was like, how, ooh, hold on, y'all, I'm over here messing up and stuff. I ain't even looked at my notes, y'all, but I'm messing up. Okay, anyway, so she asked him, she was like, are you deciding no longer to go on dates because of how you feel that might make LaRonda feel, or are you doing it because, you know, you really don't want to continue it? Like, she really was testing him, like, because she was like, you can't not want to continue going on dates out of fear. And I was like, boom, because if the relationship is solidified, the dates won't matter. You'll go on them for the journey, see what happens, and continue on with the process of the relationship that you have. Now, granted, it's tricky because there are beautiful people in the world. Like, you're gonna find people attractive. There's no denying that. So if you find somebody attractive, like, I mean, what can you do besides, you know, enjoy the experience? But if you in a solid relationship, as if you want to be and should be, then this process will do nothing but make you see and open your eyes to want to pursue marriage in the next steps of your relationship. Period. Okay. Gotta leave my fan, y'all. Go mine now. Y'all know these lights. These lights gotta hide. Okay. Anyway, so LaRonda, she went. Did she go on a date, y'all? I don't think her and Eric went on dates last week. They kind of sat out. They didn't go on dates, if I'm not mistaken. No, they didn't go on dates, but they went on dates this week in this episode. Everybody went on follow-up dates, and besides, I think Darian. Darian's the only one who didn't go on another date because Alexia was fed up. She was like, at this point, it's like you guys are dating. And she's like, you need to like make a decision. Like, do you want to pursue that for real, or you want to kind of like buckle down on our relationship and do the damn thing? Because at this point, you're having a little too much fun exploring this opportunity in a way that's not beneficial for us. So, with that being said, decisions were made. So, right. So, Dr. Nicole, she was like, I want to set y'all up and y'all gonna date. Alexi was like, no, not happening. I don't want to go on a date with him. I want to go on another date with Monty. And she was fed up. She was like, no, we're not doing that. I'm going on a date. I'm going on another date with Monty. Darian, Smoke, Black, all that, over there. We ain't having it over here. And that was that on that. So he was upset. He was like looking like, okay, like what's going on? And she came back in. She sat down. Dr. Nicole was trying to talk to her. She was trying to hear Dr. Nicole out. You could tell she was like, wah, 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 wah. She wasn't going. But all in all, they ended up going on a date. She went on a date with Monty, granted. But she didn't, she ended up going on a date with Darian as well. Like, they had a moment where, but Dr. Nicole had to sit down with her. And this is where things get very interesting, because she had to sit down with Alexia. She came to their house and she was talking about the whole, relationship and thing. Unbeknownst to all of us was the fact that he has 3 kids while they were off and on. Because y'all know they were together off and on all this time. I mean, like, they've been together all this time, straight out. So, 3 kids, that's a lot. I don't know. That's a lot of kids to be, mixing in a pot. And you could see, I think everybody watching that show felt bad for Alexia, because she had her career. She was doing her thing. And she decided to put all that on pause to focus on their relationship and stuff like that. Because obviously there's love there. And she knows he loves him, he loves her. But she doesn't know what is the steps that he's willing to take it to that place where the love is not questioned, and they can move forward and get out of this hump and this state that they're in and get married and start a family. And it's like, I'm sure it puts such a sour taste in her mouth, the fact that he has 3 kids, and for one, he's not with the baby mamas, he's with her. They don't have any children. She doesn't have a ring or anything like that. So I know she feels some type of way as far as moving forward with him, because it's like, you've already tarnished that image of what I would have wanted for us. Like, you did it while we was on our breaks, and you decided to play house, and instead of just having sex, you decided to get women pregnant at that. So it's like, it's like a slap in my face, a double whammy all the way around. So, oh, child, it took everything. You could tell it took everything in Alexia. Like, I gotta hold it together. I gotta stay strong, because that's my girl. Like, I think everybody is rooting for Alexia to find happiness in this show, regardless if she's with Darian or not, because it's evident that she has went through so much. And I'm not saying like the girl is perfect. We don't know exactly the ins and outs of the relationship, but it's the toxicity of where Mr. Darian has put the pedestal. Like, he jumped, alley-hooped all over that, to make her be in a position where she feels like, what are we doing here at this point? And child, I don't know. So that was that on that. LaRonda went on her date with an older gentleman. He was fine. But she was talking about she ain't never went on no date with an older gentleman. She was like, he was handsome and stuff like that. But she didn't really... Her and Sean, I wish they wouldn't have did this before she went on her date. Because she went on her date and they decided to have this conversation about how they could make their relationship better, stronger, all that stuff. So, of course, Sean's laying it in, talking about, you know, oh, I feel like you can do this. When you leave, you should tell me this and this, that, and the third. He was talking about, oh, you put me on FaceTime or something, and there's two other men around you. And I'm like, well, that's a bit much, but no, men like to exaggerate. So it could be a little, you know, biasness going on here or whatever. I don't know. It just sounded a little loosey goosey. It sounded a little loosey goosey. And you could tell Lorana, she was like, oh, he is, you like, you could tell. You can tell she was she was like, oh, if you don't start showing out, I'm gonna you can tell she was up there with it, up there with the BS. And then, you know, of course, the date knocks on the door. Sean doesn't decide to let him in. He was like, you know, I don't like to invite nobody in my house when we having problems and stuff like that. I'm like, I understand that. I respect it. There's nothing wrong with that. Anyway, so I feel like LaRonda's energy wasn't right going on a date. So she's going on a follow-up date with this gentleman this next episode. Sean decided not to. And like I said, he went on a date with this young lady, very pretty girl. She was, you know, she had it going on. She had the whole model-esque thing, you know, to the T. But he said he didn't want to go another day because he just don't want to feel like, you know, he's testing those waters. And that's when, like I said previously, Dr. Nicole got into him about it and was like, if you're going to do this experience, you can't be doing it by default. Do it because you genuinely, ultimately feel that way. So, okay. How can I say this? Okay, Jessica and her guy went on they follow-up date or whatever. And they really was vibing and connecting. Like, you know, he was holding her hand. They took a picture and stuff together. I mean, it was a bit much because I'm like, girl, y'all in a relationship. Like, you shouldn't be doing all that stuff. Because that just puts it in the air. Like, you're willing to offer more energy or whatever to the situation. Jessica has like the, I don't know, her voice is so calm and like, Jessica, girl, I don't know if you're gonna watch this, but if you watch this, your voice is so calming, honey. It's so like, like it's so calming. but anyway, like, you know, her and the guy hit it off. He came picked up on the date. He brought a rose. Eric threw the rose in the garbage. Jessica, I hope you got that rose out of the garbage, honey. What else happened, y'all? Right. So Eric went on his day. And baby, when I say I feel like Eric, honey, he was doing the most. Like, I mean, the young lady, she was attractive, and you know, she was from the islands or whatever the hell she was from. Very pretty lady, nice, all that. But I felt like he was getting wrapped up in that. That he was just like, yeah. Hey. I felt like he was getting wrapped up in that, where it was like taken away from the whole date, because they had a little volleyball game, then they had a little picnic. Like, it was a real shebang. So it was really, you know, it was a lot, but it was nice. But I just felt like he was a little too handsy. I don't know, that whole holding hands, touching hands stuff. Like, I just feel like it's evasive. There we go. We'll use that word. Evasive. It's evasive. Yeah, that happened. He said he was gonna go up on a follow-up date with baby girl. Jessica said she was gonna go on a follow-up date with the gentleman. So they both going on their follow-up dates. Darian said he didn't want to see Kai anymore. Let's talk about it. So he said he didn't want to go on a follow-up date with Miss Kai. Now, of course, him and Alexia went on their date. And when they came and all sat back, gathered in front of Dr. Nicole, it seemed like, you know, they was back on the same wavelength. You could tell they've had sex. They was able to release the tension, be on the same page. They was able to connect on the level. What have you. You could tell the energy was, you know, zen. But by being zen, yeah, so okay. Okay, so Darren was like, no, he didn't want to go on another date with Kai and stuff like that. So we all like, why has there been a sudden change of heart? What are we doing? So, y'all, oh my God. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. So he didn't want to go on another date with Kai, which was cool. You know, we like, okay, he want to focus on his relationship with Kai, but it was like, why so suddenly? Dr. Nicole wasn't here for the BS. And I don't know. I don't know if this was a TV production thing. Could have been. And they were like, no, we know more than what Mr. Darian is saying, and we're not falling for it, and we want to have this moment on TV. And we're gonna get this moment on TV. So, she was like, well, Kai needs closure. So we're gonna set something up for you guys next week so y'all can have some closure, because she deserves that. True enough, she does, but due to the circumstances and him being in such hot water with Kai and the whole Alexia thing, I felt like it should have just been a... So, boom, the show goes off. As the show goes off, it's leading into everything going on next week. Why Miss Kai and Darian are sitting down, and she's like, oh, so I guess I gotta want to take one for the team because we slept together, whatever. When she said that, I was like, bye, y'all. I was like, there's no way that this man is really playing on Alexia's time, because now he's taking it to a whole nother level. Like, he's utilized this experience as a way to cheat. And we all should have known something was up, because when Kai was like, oh, I don't want to be, I'm not the side chick, this, that, and the third, woo, woo. Like, she was just so prowess. Meaning that clearly, you know, you want him to make a decision. But he's been with somebody 13 years. So it's not going to happen. And however long the process of this show is, you know that, honey. So it just seemed a little like thirsty, and no disrespect to her, but it just came across that way, because she's like, you can love somebody from, that's what she had said last week. She was like, you can love somebody from a distance. I'm like, honey, I'm like, how you gonna tell this man he could love her from a distance? And I'm sure when she said that, you could tell like there was a shift. And he's like, damn, you know, I don't got in too deep. I don't got in too deep, and I gotta reel this in because it's gonna backfire. And it's not going to look good. Like, this woman knows where I stay. She can easily pop up and be like, doom, doom, doom. Hey, Lexi, girl, how you doing? I want to let you know that me and Zarian's love together. And boom, case closed, casket. So, oh, y'all. Let's show. Little show up. So, I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen until next week. It's so much to say. It's so much to say. But clearly I'm gonna hold y'all no longer than I already have. So if you haven't, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone who is willing to come to Moiciara and come to this channel and, you know, see what's going on over here. Because like I said, we have some things in store. I'm probably gonna be dropping videos a few times this week, so stay tuned. I have some other review I have to do as well, and I do want to do I got some topic videos I need to do as well. So that probably a mukbang or two, because you know, everybody love mukbangs. You know, you can't never go wrong with a mukbang. But I got some topics I want to talk about too. I wanted to do like a makeup review, and I mean, not makeup review, like a makeup. Get ready with me. I couldn't think of the word. And then do the topic. So we'll see how I feel later on in the week. But if not, I will be doing the videos like I said I was going to do. We got to stay consistent over here because we're trying to grow. I think I'm at 157 subscribers. Let's get to 200 by the end of the month. It's a new month. It's August. So hopefully by then we got at least 200 subscribers. So thank you guys. Until next time. Bye.